Hi everyone. So I got an email a few weeks ago, a month ago, I don't even know, that seemed to be from Urban Decay saying they wanted to send PR, which seemed very strange because I have like very few followers on Instagram. I have 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Why would they want to send me PR? Are they really that desperate? I don't know what's going on. I did lots of checking to make sure it was on the up and up because it just seems so strange. But here we are. They sent some stuff. It's for this product, the Vice Lip Bond. And obviously, this was received free as PR. No obligation to review or anything. And yeah, so the little thing, so this is a lot like the Maybelline glossy version of the matte ink, which I have one and it's downstairs. Do I want to go get it? Not really. But I have a bajillion of the matte ink ones because I like them so much because they wear like iron and they're not really uncomfortable. They're not super drying. They're kind of like just this it's like putting like a plastic bag on your lips or something, it's just like it seals it in so it doesn't dry out really. And they are hard to remove. They only come off with like really oily food, that kind of thing. So usually they can last through a couple meals without it wearing down more than just a tiny bit on the inner lip, which I have found same as these. So the colors they sent are, I guess I should probably talk about these as opposed to the Maybelline, but to me they wear very similarly. And the glossy one I think was about the same. So these are more comparable to the glossy version of the Maybelline. They also need to be shaken. It says on the box many times, shake me, shake me, shake me. So they sent Cello Player, which from this box makes it seem like it's going to be kind of a bright pink, pinky purple, but it's actually pretty pale. And I am going to try these on just so you can see what they look like on my face. And it's more of like a cool purple. So this color is a little challenging for me to wear. They're comfortable to wear for sure. I wore that purple one. I put it on sometime before lunch. So I had lunch, I had dinner, I had dessert, I had 2+ coffees. And it was only worn off a little bit on the inside of my lip and it did not feel dry or uncomfortable or anything like that. So this color, I can wear it, but it definitely, when I put it on, I feel like I look kind of like pasty, extra pasty and drawn and like, do I need more blush? So it is a little sticky like those Maybelline ones as well. That's how they are. They're a little sticky. There's no transfer with the stickiness, but if you like press your lips together, they do kind of stick together a tiny bit. And it's it's not the most comfortable feeling in the world. But the trade-off is, you get this like rock solid wearing lipstick. So pros and cons. But I almost always use for Maybelline matte ink lips because it works so well. It's the Maybelline Superstay Eraser Lip Color Remover, and it's like a balm, and it just immediately starts breaking down their matte ink formula. I do know Clinique take the day off the liquid, the like eye lip something else, also works for the Maybelline ones. I used to wear colors like this pretty often. It is kind of like a lighter nude that isn't lighter than my natural lip color, and definitely goes with a more kind of like warm toned eye makeup, which I often wear. But it is a little bit more on the like yellow undertone, which I think that sometimes it can look a little sickly and make the rest of me look a little sickly. But like if I have a fairly well coordinated face of makeup, it's not too bad, and I think it can look pretty nice. This one also is kind of a warmish brown, but dark. It's not on my teeth, which is surprising. This color also, I would wear it. I probably will just keep it on today because why not? It does go, I think, more or less with this eye look. We're going for that like brown. We're going for brown. if you have any questions about the formula, let me know. And I'll try not to talk about the Maybelline because that is my favorite reference for this style of lipstick. I mean, I've worn those so many times, and I've only worn these like 3 times. Anyway, let me know. Did you get PR from Urban Decay unexpectedly? Hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I'm actually recording on my camera this time as opposed to my phone. So hopefully you can hear me a little better. And yeah, I'll see you soon.